What's up, Diecast gang? Welcome back to another Nightly Views with your boy KG. Back in here with another video tonight. Back in here with my diorama that I'm building. We started on the front of it. We got just the windows cut out, the door cut out, everything cut out, ready to go. Gotta get on to the next step though. The next step of this project will be adding my little spaces in between the window. What I mean by that, it's 3 windows. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a piece of this like skinny stick, and I'm gonna try to cut it exactly the length between the board, between the 2 boards right here. I'm gonna cut 2 of them to separate it to make 3 windows. So I'm gonna do that right now, gang. Just wanted to show you guys that. I gotta get all the little pieces in. It's better for me to get it all in now before I add my plastic for the windows. But I'm gonna try to get onto all that. I'm gonna try to get these pieces in right now, and then we can move on to the next. I'll show you what the next step is gonna be. Alright, just like that. Got that in, gang. I just cut 2 pieces. The best way to do it, gang, is just hold your stick up to it like that, and mark a line with your pen. You know, once you get it lined up, just mark it right across from the 2 end pieces of wood and cut it. Didn't take no time for me to do, guys. Like, they're not even glued in yet. But that's how you want your piece to be, basically, like snug up in there. Not super snug, but just fitting up in there. So when I glue it, I know it's, you know, I'll make 3 windows. Alright, that looks pretty good. Now this side over here, gang, is a little different. What I'm gonna do with this side, I'm gonna put a piece across this way. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna get this piece right here cut, going across ways. Then I'll be back with you guys. Alright, excuse me, just like that. I got everything glued in. Put a piece across there. Put some glue on it. Got it glued in. Just evenly across there. And gang, note, just a note that on the back side, I'm leaving the back side flush with the sticks. They're sticking out a little bit in the front, but on the back they pretty much flush with the foam board, because I'm gonna have to glue my windows in once I'm done. So I'll just let you know, guys, it's okay for it to be sticking out a little bit in the front. Make sure it's flat in the back if you're doing this. If you're adding your doors like that, you want to add your windows in, or glue your windows in. It'll be all flush and nice and even when you do it. So, or save you some trouble from having to glue around the edges to get your glass to fit on properly. So I'll show you that, guys, when I get to it. But that's just a little note before you build. Make sure you leave somewhere to glue your windows on. So we haven't got to that step yet, but just wanted to let you guys know. My next step here, I'm gonna add 2 pieces to make 3 windows at the top of this. Then I'm gonna make some smaller pieces to go at the bottom to separate, to make 3 pieces at the bottom also. So I'm gonna get these pieces in. Just trying to show you guys what I'm gonna do. Okay, there we are. We're just trying to get the front of the shop built. It's coming along pretty well. Note to foul, I got one of my vets on the table. Looking pretty swiftly. I like this vet. It's one of my favorite vets, gang. And I believe somebody in the comments mentioned something about this vet. Jesus, I just dropped my scissors. But anyway, somebody mentioned something about this vet. It said something about a wheel swap, I believe. But in my opinion, these wheels are the best wheels for this vet. It already has a wheel swap on it. It actually came with radio drag tires, and it was sitting like pretty high on the radio drags. So I stanced it, lowered it. These wheels actually came off of the Concept Camaro. It's like the 2010, but it's the one that the one before the 2010, the Concept version. These wheels was on that car, and I actually took these wheels. Only thing I'm thinking about adding to this car is just some brakes and rotors. That's it. And it's pretty much ready to go. Just want to show you guys that before I get to this next step. So I'm finna get this button up, what I just explained to you guys. I'm gonna get back with you guys in a sec. Alright, gang, we're blam. There we go. Got the windows in, got them all buttoned up. I only glued it on the tip, on the ends of them, on each end. That's why I suggest using that Gorilla Super Glue. It didn't take too long to dry. Just stuck it in there, and let it dry. So, gotta figure out my next step, gang. It's probably gonna be painting. I gotta paint this. I want to paint it before I put the windows in. I want to paint it white around the edges of the trim. Y'all just paint it white before I move to the next step. That'll make it much easier and much more detailed looking. Clean cut. I could have actually painted these pieces before I stuck them on, but that took too much time. I'm at a time crunch. I always wanted to be extra perfect, but my hands started enough to paint this without getting any paint on the bricks and everything. So I'm gonna get this painted up, gang, and then I'm gonna get back with you once I get just the windows painted up white. Alright, diecast gang. Got it painted up like I wanted it. Painted around the door black, as you can see. It's gonna need another coat of white to get it nice and blended in. But I just wanted to I'm trying to get this done, guys. Actually, it's coming along. And by the way, guys, it's like a budget-friendly way of building dioramas. You know, I can build dioramas out of all different type of materials. This one in particular is going to be just an exterior build. I'm just doing the outside of the building. I'm not doing the interior. You know, I have done shops where I've done the whole exterior and interior. Like, for instance, I did a barber shop one time a while back. And this, you know, I always tend to use foam board. It's a budget-friendly way of building. You know, anybody can do it. They come out really spectacular. I hear a lot of criticism about using foam board, saying that it will peel and it will warp and all that. But I've had dioramas that's held up for over 3 years now. So, I mean, it's all to the person and how you take care of it, I guess. But once you get it all together like this, especially if you glue the paper onto it, because it's already, foam board is already paper glued to a piece of foam anyway. So once I use that super glue and glue another piece of paper onto it, it actually makes it stronger. And I got glue all in between the seams, and this piece is I haven't even put the windows in and all that, but it's pretty solid, guys. So my next step is probably gonna put the windows in. But I got some blinds. I'm gonna show you. Trying to hold my phone and hold everything at the same time. For instance, this is like just one blind I made for this first window. And basically all it is some popsicle sticks that I cut and glued together. I layered it. I laid it flat. This one is flat, and then all the rest of them is on an angle, glued back to back to back to back. You can actually get a nice blind. This is the simple way of making it. I've actually made a blind where I've actually took time to drill a hole in each one of the pieces of wood and ran a piece of wire through and slid them all onto the wire. That's another way you can do it, but that's more time consuming right now. I'm trying to just get this done. This is another way you can do it. You want to make blinds, window blinds. Camera blurring out. I don't know. That's a good way of doing the game. I think it'll look okay. But that's kind of later on anyway. I just went ahead and made one to see how it would look. It's like a mock-up. But right now, getting onto these windows. Right here I have a box that I got from work. I don't know what was in it. Just say luxury gift collection. Nice piece of display glass. So I'm gonna cut this off the box. My scissors. I get this piece of plastic cut out. I'm gonna use that for my windows, gang. But right now I'm just gonna get it cut out right now. I just wanted to show you guys what I use for the windows. Okay, basically all I had to do was peel it off. It was just glued on a little bit around the edges. Yep, sort of like what I'm kind of gonna do. Glue back on the edges of this. So, normally what I do, guys, I'm gonna do it from the back anyway. I'm gonna glue it from this side. So normally what I do is I'm gonna take a marker and I'm gonna mark around where I wanna cut it at. With my Sharpie. Then I'm gonna cut it out and then I'll show you guys before I glue it down. Alright gang, as you can see I got my piece cut out. See the little black marks of where I marked it at when I held it down to this board. And as you can see, I left a little space all the way around it. I do them kind of different, depending on what type of window I'm making. I've done windows several different ways, so this is just one method I use. We're just gonna put some glue all the way around the perimeter of this, all the way around. I'm gonna lightly put glue along these boards. I'll make sure it's not like wet, like as it's dripping. I'm gonna kind of like wipe it a little bit, because it will fade like when it dry a little bit, get on this glass. It would cause like a haziness to come if you put too much glue, so you gotta really be careful not to get glue on the plastic once you put it down. Like once I put the glue on there, I'm gonna have to carefully just lay it on there. When I get it on there, I'm just going to, you know, press it down and hope it don't move. So that's my next move, to try to get these windows glued in on both sides. I only cut out one side so far to show you guys, but I'm gonna get both sides cut out and glue them down. Then I'll show you guys what I'm gonna do next. Excuse me. All right, got my glass glued in. As you can see, probably from the other side, came out really good. Glued it in from the back, from the front, super clear. Now the next process I'm gonna do is take a trim piece. I took a piece of poster board and I cut it. Camera keep going in and out blurry. Now this is gonna be kind of tricky. I've done good gluing the glass in without getting any glue on it. You gotta be careful not to touch, get any glue on your hands and touch the glass with glue on your hands and get fingerprints on it. Cause I've done that before. You gotta really be careful. So what I wanna do is glue this all the way around the windowsill to give it that true look of how the shop looks. But I already know this is gonna be a tedious process. I'm gonna glue it around each window, all the way around. Then I'm gonna have to come over here and do the same thing, laying it down without getting glue on the window. I'm probably gonna have to use a toothpick or some type of stick to help me guide it in there. But that's my next step. I'm gonna try to get that done, guys. Then I'm gonna get back with you after I get that glued up in one moment. Alrighty, gang, here we are. I actually got the trim around the windows, all the way around each one. That actually was a tedious process, guys, to carefully get that glued in. Try not to get any glue on the windows. Barely got it done, but you know, it followed me all along the way, guys, but I got it done. My next step is I want to put the awning on the front of it. What I'm gonna be using, I have a piece of wood. The measurements on it. I just took the sticker off of it. But the measurements. It's a half inch square. And I'm gonna put it on along the top of here. I'm gonna get it cut. Oh, well, it fell down there. Lay it down at the gutter. Put it along the front of it like such. Or like so. So I'm gonna get this cut it about, I'm gonna have it overlapping the window just a little bit because that's how it is on the actual building on both sides. This is gonna help me to make my awning, my first piece. So I'm gonna get this cut and then get it glued down. Then I'm gonna add another piece of wood behind it, guys. Show you how I'm gonna do that next, but get this done and then we're gonna move on to the next step of getting this awning on. Alrighty, got that glued on. Podcast gang. I glued another little piece. It's like a 1/4 inch in diameter. Piece to the back of it. So I got the big dowel and the little dowel glued on top of it. All that's already glued down. I took a piece of poster board and I kind of bent it with my, I got a round dowel. I'll show you guys. It's kind of thick. It's really long, but I took the piece of poster board to help like curve it a little bit. So we came out with this, guys. I'm gonna do with this, I'm gonna use this for my awning. What I'm gonna do, first I'm gonna glue it to the back of the small piece of wood I got back there. Up top, I'm just gonna glue it down. Once that dries, I'm gonna curve it and glue it down to the bottom. And it should have a little curve going all the way down it on the side. So I'm trying to get this glued on, guys, right now. And then show you guys how it looks once it's all glued together. Alright, gang, here we go. Got it together. Got the poster board glued to the wood. Went on ahead and added a piece of poster board to the side, on both sides. Sorry about that. It's kind of crinkly across the top, but it's okay. It looks decent. I think it'll look a lot much better once I get the sign across the top of it. I'm gonna add a separate piece of poster board with a sign. I'm gonna draw my letters and sign on there. Still gotta finish the blinds for the windows. Get the door on. I believe the door has like a small window at the top of it. So we're gonna be working on that tomorrow night, guys, on tomorrow's project. This is gonna pretty much wrap up tonight. Like kind of how, well, I'm just trying to say I'm liking how it's coming along. Looks pretty good so far. I'll be happy to get it all completed. Hope you guys enjoying the build so far. If you watching me for the first time, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell, turn on all post notifications so you won't miss a single video. I try to post nightly videos. It might be one video a night, 2 videos a night. You know, it's all over the place right now, guys, but I'm aspiring to try to do a video every day. It hasn't been an easy game. Been working a lot, been really tired, but I'm grinding this one on out, trying to finish this project so I can get it to its new owner. One thing I did notice about this, though, guys, the bricks are kind of oversized, but that's okay. That's the print. I mean, that's what I have so far, so you know, the color is about spot on, but you know, the bricks is kind of big for the 1 in 24 scale size, but regardless of that, guys, it's still gonna come out pretty good. I'm pretty sure you're gonna be pretty impressed by it regardless. That's got a little cheap materials I use. You know what I'm saying, guys? But that's gonna be it for tonight's video. If you guys enjoyed, like I said, please leave me a thumbs up. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. We're gonna start working on the rest of this, try to get the front of it finished up. That way we can get on to the side. Have a blessed night. Peace. Good night.